Hey everyone, Shashank this side. I hope you all are doing well today and safe at home. As you can see on my screen, I'm continuing with my Systems Manager video series, and today we'll look at another service from Systems Manager, Parameter Store. So this is very important topic from Systems Manager point of view. I want to cover up. Reason being, this is quite useful. So as an example, let's say you want to do a deployment of your application. Let's say some MSI installation is there, right? So MSI always have one configuration file, and that configuration file has certain number of parameters just for doing a silent installation. So with the help of parameter store, you can store all your parameters from your server.ini or configuration file to systems manager parameter store, and from there you can use run command to install your application, like to deploy your application across your environment. So you don't have to store your parameters manually on your ini file to do a silent installation. Okay, so again, I'm going through the concept of parameter store first, and we'll do a practical demo after this theoretical part. So let's review some of the points. So Systems Manager, as I said, it provides us a secure and hierarchical storage for configuration data management and secret management. So in short, you can parameterize all your values and store it over here within Systems Manager. You can store your passwords, database strings, AMI IDs, license codes as parameter values in Systems Manager. Now again, for example, let's take an example of CloudFormation script. So CloudFormation script, when you design, you try to parameterize all your values like AMI IDs, your server instance type, your VPC, subnets, and everything, right? You can store all those values within this module and just right away upload your stack and execute it. That will going to take all the values from parameter store, and you will get your infrastructure provisioning or server provisioning from CloudFormation within few clicks. We can store the values in a plain text or encrypted data as well. So let's say you want to store a password for an administrator, so you can store that as an plain text or encrypted data as well. You can reference Systems Manager parameters in your scripts, commands, SSM documents, and configuration and automation workflow as well by using unique name that you specified when you created the parameter. So the best way of seeing this particular module, like one place to store everything and one place from where your run command or your automation will going to pick up all the values to create your configuration or to install your application. So that's the concept behind parameter store of your systems manager. What are the benefits and features that we are getting from it? This is secure, scalable, and I guess till 10,000 parameters it's free, and above that there are certain amount of charges are there. I'll show you that. And you can host secret management service with no servers to manage, which means you don't have to worry about keeping your passwords in password safe or on any servers which are dedicated for the passwords, right? Or dedicated for the parameters, not only passwords, parameters as well. Improve your security posture by separating your data from your code. That's the best part of it. Store the configuration data encrypt in a plain text as well as encrypted format. So for example, I'm an administrator, I created a parameter store for password. So somebody else want to see that password which has an access of normal user with an IAM, he won't be able to see that. So that level of restrictions we can make over parameter store. Control and audit access at granular levels. So this is very useful while doing the auditing of your system or your resources. Parameters works with systems manager capabilities such as run command, state manager, and automation. So I have already done the demo on how to use run command, how to use automation module. State manager is something I'll be recording another video for state manager, which is another useful service from systems manager. So there are like more videos coming on systems manager, as I have to cover a few other modules as well. So I hope this clears a lot in terms of the concept of using parameter store. So let's try to demo one of the example. Before that, let's understand this particular diagram. So this is an example that I will be going to perform with my AWS Management Console. We have a user, okay, or a group of user. Let's say we have been given a task, or the users have been given a task to reset an admin password, the default admin password to a standard password for your organization. So what are the methods that you will be going to apply? Either you do RDP or SSH to the server and change the root password. That's one way of doing it. Or from EC2 instance, there is another module from Systems Manager called Session Manager. You can use that to change the password. Or the third method is write a shell scripts to change the admin passwords. Obviously, these are the feasible methods. But when you have a single server or 2 or 3 servers to change the password, let's say you have 1,000 servers and you have been given a task to reset an admin password of all the servers, will it be feasible to choose all these methods except the shell script? Obviously, being a DevOps engineer or an architect, I would prefer to use shell script if I don't have a capability such as like storing a password in a systems manager or the capability of using run command. So these are the methods at least I know. If you're aware of any other method, I would like to know that. So please place out a comment in my comment section of this video. Now with Systems Manager, how can we achieve this? Obviously, with the help of Run Command Association, we have an SSM document where you can use PowerShell script to run across your 1,000 servers with the help of tags. So let's say you have a tag of platform Windows, platform Linux. You want to reset a password for Windows and Linux. You have to run shell script for Linux, PowerShell for Windows, or as per your requirement, and do like your net user administrator and password reset. That will be going to work for you. That's how Systems Manager Run Command works, right? With the help of SSM document. Now, to make it more feasible in terms of resetting a password, what we're going to use, we'll be using a parameter store where we'll create a string of password, a strong one, and use that password to run the command or PowerShell script that will be going to update my admin password on EC2 instances across 1,000 instances. So don't you think this is one of the best feasible way that Amazon has given to us to run across our huge environment? So in this way, user will kick off the run command. Run command, we have to make some of the configuration to use my SSM parameter store. So run command will retrieve the parameter store. Read the parameter store and retrieve the password. And once it has the password, PowerShell script module of run command will be going to update the passwords for all the 1,000 instances which are tagged with platform Windows or Linux. This is the diagrammatic view of how we'll be going to achieve this example. So let's jump to our AWS Management Console now. This is my AWS Management Console and I have 3 instances. Let me see, I don't remember, these are Windows and Linux. Okay, Windows 2019, Windows 2019, Windows 20. Okay, these are Windows servers. Let's go to the tag. Okay, I already have a tag called platform, which is Windows. Let's see the other environments. Yep, all are tagged with platform Windows. So let's go to Systems Manager first. Open in a new tab. Systems Manager. On the left hand side, we have an application management. Inside that, we have parameter store. Let's go to parameter store. Okay. Create a new parameter store, specify the parameter type, reference the parameter in your commands or codes or scripts, anywhere, the service that it supports. Create. Let's see the options that we have. Okay. So we have two options. As I said, till 10,000 parameters, you won't be get charged, no additional charge. But for advanced, like you can create more than 10,000 parameters with a size of 8 KB, additional charges are there. I'll share the link for the additional charges. I don't remember exact the charge for each of the parameters after 10,000, but 10,000 parameters is way enough for any application or any environment, right? So let's give this name as Win uh, Windows. Win means Win admin pwd, Windows admin password. Description: Windows admin password. Standard, will go with standard. I don't have any parameter created, so 10,000 is more than enough for me, and the value of the size would be like up to 4 KB. So we have three options: string list, where you can give number of parameters using separated commas, and we have a secure string where this will be going to use KMS. You can use within your account as well as from another account. We have this functionality for KMS. Again, KMS is a key management service. I have already done a demo what KMS is all about, how to use KMS. So I'll share that link with this description value. So let's go with string, a normal one, text. Now, I'll keep a simple password for this. Generally, it should be more complex for your administrator, but just for the demo purpose, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's create parameter. Okay, this is the standard tier. And let's say if you want to edit this, click on this and go for the edit. You won't be able to edit the string and the data type, but you will be able to edit the value of the password. Click cancel. Let's go back to our systems manager. Run command. Okay. Click on run command, and we'll be using PowerShell to update our admin password. So PowerShell module is on third page, what I remember. Okay, selected the PowerShell script. We'll go with the default version. Now here you have to give the command, so which is net.exe, if I remember correctly, user administrator. Then we have to, so in an ideal situation, if you use session manager, which I'll show you how to use session manager with EC2 instance, you just have to give your password over here, like something like this. This will going to work for you from there. But with parameter store, there is a syntax where we have to use something like this, if I remember correctly, which is SSM colon and the key name that we given to our parameter store, which is win admin pwd. If this is correct, then this will be able to reset the password of Windows servers. Okay, working directory is optional. Now here we have instance tag. So let's say platform and it's Windows, if I remember that correctly. Windows, yep. Let's add it. Now based upon the tagging, this is the best way of changing the password or running your script across your platform, because tagging is very important to audit, to run your scripts with Systems Manager. Comment, you can do that. Change admin password. I don't want to go with enabling writing to the S3 bucket. I don't require that. You can enable SNS notification. Again, you can use CLI. This is again supported by CLI, SDKs, and this console. Click on run. Let's see, we have 3 instances, all are in progress, should be finished. Yep. Let's see the output. The command completed successfully. Okay, so now how we can test whether our password has been implemented successfully or not. For that, let's go to EC2 Management Console and grab one of the public IP. This is open across the world for me. So again, these are one of my instances that I used in past. So let's grab it. P at SW0RD12345. Done. Let's try to log in. Okay, it's taking the password. Come on. Here we go. So we are able to log in with our password successfully, which we have resetted with the help of Systems Manager by taking help of Parameter Store. So that's how useful our Systems Manager is. You can run this across your 1000 instances with the help of Systems Manager. That's one of the best part I like about Parameter Store. Now, the second way, which I talked about in my diagram, like change the password from EC2 Management Console, how you can do that. So let's go to Management Console, click on Connect. Let's click on Connect. We have standalone RDP client, so you have to get the password, like upload your key and decrypt it, you will get the password. We have something called Sessions Manager. This is also a part of Systems Manager. So click on Connect. This will give us another console, which is Systems Manager Sessions module. So let's wait for a minute. Yep, we got System 32 with PS. Now let's say if you want to reset a password. Okay, so for that, net, same command, user administrator, yes, and give the password as what, SA, let's give better one, destiny at 003. There we go. Enter. Command completed successfully. Let's grab the public IP of this instance as well. We'll go here. Okay. Microsoft Desktop. We'll edit this one. Paste, administrator, and it's destiny at 1233 if I'm correct. Double click. Let's try to RDP to the server. And here we go. We are able to log in to the administrator with the password that we have resetted with the help of Sessions Manager. Again, I'll be doing another separate video on Sessions Manager from Systems Manager, because that is another important topic. See, Systems Manager is very useful module provided by Amazon. It's a full set of service which you can use for patching, you can use for deployments, automations, and much more, right? But you have to make sure if you use Systems Manager, then your instances needs to be a part of managed instance. So SSM needs to be installed on the server, and that requires a EC2 SSM role to execute all your commands. So that's it guys for this particular video. I hope this clears a lot on how to use parameter store. I will be recording another video on parameter store with the help of another example. Let's say CloudFormation. Let's take another example with CloudFormation script. We will be provisioning CloudFormation script to create our EC2 instances, and we'll be grabbing all the parameters like server type and rest of the parameters that I use to create my EC2 instances. That will be coming up with next video. Just try it out on your account, because this is another useful module from Systems Manager, and you will surely going to like it if you are heavily loaded with Amazon Web Services. If you're facing an issue, just place out a comment in comment section and I'll be there to help you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.